Okay, guys, let's see here if we can. No, that's going to turn the wrong thing around. Well, I guess. So, this one is the one I use, and out of the three that I tried, this is the way to go. Baseus, Qualcomm, Quick Charge, and all that, and it's over here. And I fixed another cable in it as well. I guess the second one, in regards to charging, can still charge a lot of the old mobiles without any issue. It goes up to 12 volts, and most mobiles don't really, you know. But still, I only have 120 watts in regards to the 12 volt, or 12 volt DC. So 120 watts, and it crashes if you reach that. And when you have a computer, well, it's very minimalistic and all that. But if you actually have this mobile, the Tank 3, and it draws a lot of watts and all that, and you put a secondary thing in, and you have the computer running, well, it crashes. So that's just something to be aware of. But anyway, I've tried this one. This is crap. Ace fast in charge and all that. Don't get this one. Crap. This one, I tried this as well. Crap as well. So these two, Ace Fast, chargers, crap. So don't get these. I'm just getting rid of I just wanted to make a video before I actually threw the embellage, what do you call it? The things out here. But yeah, this one is crap. Doesn't work. Not good. This one, it's nice with a. It's nice with the thing, but no, don't go with that. It's nice with the what do you call it, the stats and all that on it and all that, but don't go with that. That's just crap in regards to the Tank 3 mobile. This is the one that has been working the best for me. Baseus Qualcomm 5 Quick Charge, but I know that there are some 200 watts out there, which I've seen from three different companies, but it's really just the same. But I haven't been able to get it in Denmark, and I can't order from the USA. I can't pretty much. Very hard to actually buy anything on the internet anymore because I rejected the digital ID, and thereby they believe that you shouldn't have ability to buy anything on the internet. Because they decide what kind of whatever. So this can be gotten in Europe and US and all that, and that at least it works. And you also, well, I got a cable with it as well, which is also a nice cable. Well, nice. Well, it's a 100-watt cable that does PPS and all that. Apparently, you have all these different things in regards of different cables, does different things, and so forward and all that. At the moment, I have some 2-meter cables connected from of old, and they actually does seem to work in regards to the PPS as well. So, and it's kind of 1 meter is just too short, and this is a 1 meter, and the cable that was with it was 1 meter. The excellency in regards of cable length is 120 meters. If it's not 120 meters, it's usually too short. 120 meters is the golden ratio, I think, for cable's length. And of course, you can adjust these. These can also do up to 120. But yeah, you can adjust the length of those. Although this doesn't really work with the PPS, so that's kind of crabby. That was my to go to pretty much carefully, but have issues with the PPS apparently. Sadly enough, I thought I wouldn't have any problems with that. But anyway, as usual, issues, and different cables does different things and whatnot and all that. But don't get, if you're going for a car charger in regards of the Tank 3, don't go with this one and don't go with this one. This is the best one I've tried of all, and of course I only tried 3, pretty much because they need to do PPS, and many of these doesn't do PPS, but this one does PPS, and one of them do the high grade PPS, and the other one doesn't do all the things but it's like two USB-C ports, but only one of them really is in regards of 100 watts, I think it is, or something like that. But yeah, that's the one to go to. Yeah, it would be interesting to try the 200 watts, but can't get it, so I can't test it out. It could, it sounds nice on the paper. In theory, it sounds very nice, and it sounds like it might be, a very good and all that. But on I just don't have access to it. But again, even if things sounds good on paper, doesn't mean it's actually good. It's like, oh, it sounded pretty good. Oh, the PPS and all that. They do PPS, really? Yeah, not so good for sure. That's like I would think like a thing like this is gigantic, and yet I was just again, different. If you have different devices, it might do different things. That these guys might do very nicely with something else. And that's the problem with these things. It's kind of a trial, and you cannot expect anything to work these days. Different cables, different chargers, different things that is getting charged and so forward. You get different results. It's very annoying. This is just how it is these days. It's bullshit, but like, you have a USB cable. Well, maybe that USB cable doesn't work with this, and this and that and all that. Like if I take like the 66 watt, I think it is, or 60-watt cable, and put it in the thing here, then it gets into issues. It's like you gotta, and that's the same thing with some of the cables from the other ones that actually. So you get multiple issues, multiple nut cases. Well, I just wanted to point out that base use in regards to the Tank 3, that's the one I've pretty much settled on after trying the tree here. It's just to get rid of the AC. Although the DC to DC, although it is a little slower, not that much, but and it might actually also just keep it cooler. But anyway, of course, this one does very good, and that was with the mobile. But I use 7 watts just to have the 230 volts active if I do it from the. So don't want to do that, of course. So this is the other option I pretty much have found. So the problem, of course, is that it gets close to 120 watts in regards to charging. If I could actually get a cable like the 60 watts or 66 watts, actually working, you could settle it further down, I guess. Although I do have a little less wattage over on the USB C that actually can work if I had the right cable. So I guess it wasn't like after testing and all that, it is possible to get these other ones USB C to work if I put the right cable in it. You can't just use the cables that are in it now. Found out that you could actually use. But it's not as fast as the car charger and all that. But it's still a possibility. Although it does only 48 watts or something like that in regards to PPS. But it's not bad either. As long as it's using the PPS. The problem is that this cable that I would usually use as a standard cable doesn't work with it. Uh, so you kind of get into issues with that. So yeah, actually, I'm thinking about. Yeah, that's not going to go. It's like kind of a puzzle piece with all these kind of things. How to do this and that and all that. Anyway, yeah, that was just in regards to the Tank 3. I've been, on the second note, in some sense, I've been testing some of the what do you call it? I've been testing some of the emulation on it just to see what it can do. Not totally good in overall. Also found out in regards to the CPU thing is this one is the best. This does absolutely best as far as I can see. It actually does turn it up, and of course you have the performance as well. Of course, that's the very very best of the best, I guess. Although I'm not entirely sure that when I, but it is seemingly doing more than the conservative. But the conservative kind of adjust things, whereas the performance just gives full blown. Let's see here. Let's try this one. I think I have it in very low resolution at the moment. But the problem is it doesn't do 60 frames all the time, and that of course slows down the game overall. Apparently, the frames per second on these consoles are pretty attached to how quick the game are running. I'm not sure why that is, but yeah. And of course, the graphical thing in regards to the explosions doesn't work either. So, so that's probably a bad game for testing. Oh, but it does run, you know. Many games doesn't run and all that, but it does run, and yeah, let's see here. So we're doing like 49, 48 frames. You can see it up in the corner and all that. It doesn't do too bad, you know. It's not too bad, but well, of course, you don't have the fire things. You know that apparently it's not working with. I guess it's some graphical drivers. I guess, but it's like every time you have a little nice like 33 and all that. Although I am recording and all that, of course, but it doesn't make it easier to actually play the game. When it's not. It's just when it's lacking. Kind of makes it a lot easier to make a mistake for sure. So I'm probably going to get rid of this game as a testing game because it doesn't really. It's running, but yeah. Well, now it's and of course I'm recording and all that. Just for something to be aware of. So of course it will drag it further down when it's actually recording. But let's see here, graphical things. We are 0.75x and all that. So if you do like this, of course that will take a hit and all that. And of course when you're recording and all that, things will. Yeah. So I've done a little in regards. So that's the shift thing. Tried different games on that. Many of the games doesn't work. I have, tried to get apparently 3 more games to. I haven't actually checked if this worked. Nope. As you can see, you can test a lot of the games and they don't really work. And this is one of the new ones that I guess I put over. And this is another one. Nope. And this is a. And as you can see, most of the games just doesn't want to work. So it's like, it's not very good. So the flame and the flood apparently doesn't work. The race of flight simulator whatever doesn't work. And airplane, again, it is a testing thing. I'm just testing things. This wall of mine actually is working. World of Goo is working. Super Bomberman have those graphical issues in regards to the flame. Pokemon Eevee works great as testing purpose. Good Job works. Dead and Cells works, although I'm not entirely sure if there's an issue with that. Although it's so much Satanism in regards to these things. But I think I actually did get maybe an update for it. Nope. Please ensure the contents are valid and that the prod keys file is installed. Not sure why that would be a problem. I have had a good amount of those problems, but it's like I don't get it. Let's see here. Manage GPU controls. Manage. Thinking. Yeah, that's a good. That's always nice to say thinking. Does it even work? Does it? No, that's not it. Oh, come here. Manage. No. Apple launch system install. No. Where's the this one maybe? No. There we go. Okay. So install firmware, install game content. Install game content, DC, uninstall firmware. Well, I have 2 different keys, so in regards to all this nonsense, in regards to just anyway, but it's doing something, I guess. Okay, you can see it. Download, A, B, C, D, download, switch, keys. So I have 1800. I don't think, I think there's something wrong with the update file or something like that. Let's try again. Install, update, and of course now we're in the wrong folder. But yeah, I guess it's a waste of time actually trying these things. Error installing to NAND. One installation. Please ensure the contents are valid and that the prod keys is might be that the contents is broken in regards of. Oh, wait a minute. In regards to unpacking it on the computer, might have some issues. Let's see if I actually still have the files. I could try to. Let's see here. Today. Let's see here. Today. Yesterday. Let's try to restore these and flame and flood complete. Okay, let's just try to restore these. I don't think this will work, but restore. And we can just Nintendo Shift. Oh, I wonder where's the other one that I restored. That's a good question. Maybe it's over here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We'll cut those and move them over here, and I guess I'll just try to move them over on the mobile after this and see if it will work. It probably won't work. I don't know why. Sometimes I guess the files have issues. But trying to fix them, the files is not always. There we go. Doesn't always work as intended on the Linux computer I have in regards to the RAW format. Anyway, that didn't really work, but yeah, Captain Toad works. Although I'm not sure. It's fast enough to pretty much play it, but I guess it's not running full speed. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, it's actually a surprisingly creative game, well, pretty much I'd actually did this one, but the problem was that apparently it did crashed, as things tend to crash all the time. It was like 54 frames, 55 frames, 54 frames, 53 frames. It's not too bad while it's actually recording, 49 frames, So 47 frames. And you just have to be aware, of course, I'm still recording as well. So, yeah, it's a little heavy on the, but it is running, Bum, 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 bum. Uh-oh. Well, how do we actually check? There we go. Oh, no. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Pretty sad, I actually, got finalized this thing, and then afterwards I just did something, and then it crashed, and then it didn't really. So, oh my, it's really struggling in regards to the frames at the moment. Oh my. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay, we are really. It would be interesting to try if I now go to the. Let's see, I go here and put it on performance. Performance probably won't see any difference really, but anyway, we'll just test it. Here we go, and go back. See here. Maybe it's crashed. Okay, it crashed. Yeah, that's the problem with this thing is that some of the games are more, what do you call it, less crashable than others and all that. But yeah, it's an issue. Let's try again. Of course, boosting the processor will of course make the device heat up. So, but yeah, this game has been running pretty good on it, although crashing here and there and all that, but been pretty good testing purposes. Oh, that's interesting. How is it actually going down now? Wasn't it actually running pretty good in the beginning? Maybe it's because it already heated up, and maybe it already had issues in regards to the heating. I think it was running pretty good not long ago, wasn't it? And now it's just running slower. Yeah, it's like 30 frames. So maybe the CPU is just heated up now, and thereby it just doesn't want to do what it really can. That might actually be the case, because it's running slower than it did before, and shouldn't have been any difference. Yeah, it's running a lot slower now. Um, let's try to then move back to. Well, no, let's see what happens in regards of. Yeah, it's very, very, very slow. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see it in slow motion. Yeah, okay, so let's try to go back here, and I think it's the CPU that's probably already heated up, so I guess it down throttles or something like that. That might be the case. Let's see here. So let's go back to the conservative because we had it running good on that for at least a little while. But I'm doing a good. Oh, wait a minute. Let's just go back here. There we go. So it will do it the next time as well. Uh, Yeah, okay, 62, 55 Celsius. It would be nice to actually see, to be able to follow along. I guess you can find an application for that records it in the background. Let's see here. Conservative. And by the way, in regards to memory, just, if you have too much memory anyway, just push off the XRAM and all that, because apparently that uses CPU processing power. And if you don't use 16 gigabyte anyway, there's no reason to make the CPU using, and pack and unpack things in the doesn't make any sense. The idea of this feature is to have more space in the RAM. So it's kind of like not a swap file on the SSD, or on the hard drive, but and pretty much where it packs it into the RAM and unpacks it again. And of course, if you have further lack of issues in regards to RAM, you can always turn on like 16 gigabyte on this phone. So it's like 32 gigabyte. I don't understand who actually needs all that RAM. I tried to use all the RAM that I could, and I think reached nearly or 13 gigabyte. That's all. So that's 3 gigabytes still, and I was trying to do what I could to actually force it into that. Anyway, let's go back to the game and see. Okay, we're running a little better now. The question is if that's actually going to continue or if it's the heating issue. Uh-oh. Well, now it's running good again. Might be the conservative thing as well. Not entirely sure. Maybe it's just because it's heated a little lower. We'll see. Well, okay, now it's going down. So it must be because it's heating up or something like that. It's like 16.8. So it must be a heating issue, so it down throttles or something like that. Which is kind of weird that it actually would do that because, why, it's still at its top, so CPU load is like nearly, but why wouldn't it actually, yeah, it must be down throttling or something like that because it's weird that it actually would work good and then stop working. So it must be a heating issue. And it doesn't really feel that hot, overall. So of course it is heating up, but it doesn't feel like it's that hot. What graphics settings was I using? Was I using like okay, 0.75? It should be okay. I guess I'm also transferring information as like 1080p. It actually, yeah, too much. Come on. Can we hit it? Nope, apparently not. Seemed to be pretty close anyway. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Well, anyway. It's not that it's really that hard this level, but it's kind of annoying with all this. There we go. Let's hit it. There we go. Let's get to the next one. Yeah, 20 frames per second. Okay. But yeah, I'm just letting it heat up. I want to try something. There's a fan in the phone. That could be interesting. Yeah, of course I'm recording with 1080. I should only record 720p pretty much. That should be more than enough for. Oops. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but for testing purposes, this application is or this game is actually pretty good, and it's not violent, pretty much. It's pretty non-violent. Um, they should really have made it a biblical game instead. They could just have, taken Noah or Moses or whatever biblical character, walking around, and fix some further history with it and all that. Been pretty good. But there doesn't seem to be that many biblical games in regards of. Guess they don't like the Bible much and truth and all that. All this creativity and it's going to like psychedelic, satanic nonsense instead of actually something that would be worth anything pretty much. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. Oh, turning around here. Okay. Oh, I guess we're still missing the. Wow, it's 17. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we can. What's going to come? That's not going to help. Let's see here if it doesn't. Oh, shouldn't be moving that much. Let's see if it's going to come over here. There we go. And let's boom, bang. There we go. Let's see here. I think we got everything pretty much down here, as far as I know. Oh, did we get it again? Oh, nice. I tell you, apparently, just stays there for some time. Okay, now we just needed to blow this little thing so we can move in the direction. Okay, so we are around 17 frames, 18 frames now. Okay, guess I could have had a higher resolution further to really. Okay, let's see here. It's interesting. It actually did good in the beginning. So in regards to recording to YouTube, I'll need to set that to 720p as well. Oops. There we go. And this is kind of slow-mo. There we go. Let's see here. Going up here. It's going to. Can we actually? No, apparently not. It didn't hit it. I wonder if I didn't get a coin then for that one. Maybe you lose a coin when you doesn't. Okay. Let's see if we throw that out and see if we get anything. Nope. Didn't seem like we got any key from or in golden thing. So I guess if you want to have as much gold as you can in regards to the coins, that. The mobile just went nuts. Okay, let's see here what we have here. Oh, I forgot to. Anyway, okay, let's go back here and we'll just see what we have in regards to temperature. 57, okay. Toolbox and fan cooling. There we go. And I'm not sure if this is going to work because it is recording at the same time. But hey, we turn it on at a maximum, although it should be able to do faster. I don't know why they haven't fixed that to the. Let's see here what we get in regards of frames. Maybe we just crash. That's a possibility, of course, as well. I think we just crashed. Yep. Oh well, that's what happens. It crashes a lot in regards to testing these things. We also have, Dock Station is PS1 games. Firebox is like a roll cage, Divarity or whatever. Roll cage 1 and 2 also have one game in regards of PlayStation 2 Bible game. Haven't really tried that much, but then we have the Shift or Shift or whatever Swift emulator. We also have some Windows things, but that doesn't really do that good either. Although I have Rollcage 2 working, but then you need to set the input things and all that, and that's kind of tedious and all that. And I haven't really. But yeah, it is working. Anyway, let's try again with going into here. Okay, apparently that's still. I'll need to close that one down and try again. Push in. But yeah, clearly must be a heating issue. Even if it doesn't seem like it's down throttling the CPU, so it's kind of weird how that works out. I don't know. There we go. We have 52 frames, 58 frames. There we go. At least in the yeah, it's going wild with the frames. Let's see how long that takes. 51 frames, 36 frames, 30 frames, 30 frames, 29 frames, 27 frames, 28 frames, 30 frames. Well, hmm, 27, 28 frames. Okay, let's see here how. Yeah, it's not good. 20 frames, 21 frames. Yeah, it's probably in regards to some heating issue. Sadly, at least it's weird. It's kind. I understand I'm recording and all that, but it's still weird that it wouldn't be doing it. Must be some kind of heating issues here. Well, still, I have the fan turned on, and we're running 20 frames, 16. Well, now we're back at you know 22. Sadly, you can't max out this fan. Still keeping to 23 frames and all that. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, if we want the coins, I guess we'll just do like that, right? Then we get a coin. Because we want to max out how many coins we actually have. We can just throw that over here. Doesn't really matter in regards of 19. Wow, that's terrible slow. Oh, yeah. 27, 23, 20 frames. Oh, I can't see anything. Oh well. It's probably going to crash again. Uh, Made a stupid thing. But besides that, I think this has been a great game overall. Or is a great game. It's very creative. Sad that they didn't make it a biblical game. Whoops, Daisy. We don't want to pull that one at the moment. That was the mistake that I made last time. We wanted this one. Going in here. Uh oh. Okay. Okay. We can see his wife or girlfriend or whatever. At least they still understand what pink is. It's like not no rainbow bullshit and all that. That's pretty nice of them. Oh no. Oh my. Oh, it's trouble. So we need to get upstairs again. Oh, boy. Anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, we don't get that many frames, but I guess it's because it's overheating. But it's just still weird that it's kind of, even if it's overheating, it's still not complaining in regards to the heat. So it must be doing something by itself that makes it go down. All this technology bullshit in regards to things. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, nice. Oh, we got a boost, at least for a little while. That's nice. The question is, how long does it take before it actually goes down? At least it shouldn't be. Yeah, it must be some heating issue. That is makes it down throttle. It's very annoying. Like, just complain to me that the mobile is getting too hot or something like that. Don't down thing. Well, it's have 32 frames per second at the moment, so it's not too bad. At least it's better than it was before, but I guess we'll 23, um, 29. Okay, still keeping up there. I see 20 frames, 22. When the fan is blowing. There we go. Yeah, 20, 22. It's not good. 23, 24. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, not so good. Uh oh. Uh oh. No, 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 no. Oh, it's close. Yeah, so we know we need. Yeah, this is kind of not so playable. Come on. There we go. So 20 frames, 26, 30. Mm. Mm. Hmm. Well, I guess it's not the most powerful mobile in regards to things. It should still. Let's see. Uh-oh. I guess we'll just be hanging there. And there we go. Oh, well, it's blown up. Okay. Oh, I guess we're nearly at the final thing here. Let's see here, 30 frames, 28 frames. Let's try to turn off the fan and see if we can. Um, there we go. See what happens. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, give me a break. I guess this slowdown doesn't really help in regards of, well, in regards to the difficulty of the game. It kind of makes it, I guess, a little more easy because you have much more time to, um, to respond to these things. Oh no, we lost that one. As far as I know, we only need one, so it's fine. Let's see, we're probably going to be blown back. Yep. question. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, boom. There we go. Yeah, 17 frames, 18 frames, 19.6. Yeah, so. Okay, it is working, but it's kind of, slow. At least when I'm recording, much slower than, of course, because I'm recording and live streaming and all that. Um, yeah, I'm thinking a little in regards of what is actually making it. Because it began in the beginning. It must be the heat. It must be the heating that it down throttles things, which is kind of weird because it's just set to run fast performance, right? And it seems to be doing it when I'm outside. So apparently we have this gold place. Uh, well, at least they didn't go rainbow bullshit, or LGBT madness. They actually still know what a. I guess it could actually been nicer if he was blue, the other one, blue and pink. Right? Blue and pink. That would be nice. They should have changed the color, on the. But I guess it's because of maybe in regards to psychedelic things in regards to that specific red mushroom. Um. Hey. We can turn this on, and apparently they both are dancing. Very happy, both of them. Yay! Whippy yippee yay! Guess we can make a little dance over here. Like, yay! So yeah, of course the mobile is getting a little heated, but in the beginning it seemed to do pretty good, and then it just goes down. So must be a heating issue. It's just weird because it didn't seem to look like that it's down throttling. So 35 frames. It's like frames per second. It's like, well, where's the F frames? I think this was here where it crashed last time, because I went out of the game and inside the game again. And mushrooms in the background. I wonder what kind of mushrooms that could be. Actually, yeah, it's interesting. Actually, it's usually red with with white spots, right? Actually, not white with red spots. So I guess they kind of. Hmm. Well, anyway, that was pretty much that test, I guess. Oh, we got something in front. I guess this is some of the older levels that is then seen, or maybe. Hmm. Looks a little familiar, at least some of it. Oh well, Noah product testing. Oh, we're going down. Woohoo! Down again. Well, I guess the bzz, bzz thing is also working on the mobile. Hmm. Well, interesting. You know, they at least they made a pretty nice ending, I guess, with different things, and now fireworks and all that. I guess that's pretty nice. It's not too bad. Uh, what now? It goes wild. Uh-oh. Ooh. So I guess that was it. The end. Well, now it's going up in regards to frames. So 59 frames. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, anyway, running pretty good. Oh well. Yeah. So far so good, I guess. And we had these new ones to try out. Oh yeah. I'll copy those over to the mobile and unpack them on the mobile instead. Sadly, I don't think it will work, but it's worth a try. Just before I delete things. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of things that doesn't work. But there are some things. This wall of mine is, although I might have some issues in regards to the frame thing and all that. But yeah, it's interesting to see it actually go down on the frames where it actually seemed to. I don't know why it would do that, because again it seemed to still be. Maybe it's the graphical processor that went down or something like that when it becomes too hot, and I don't have anything that I know that can actually take care of that. What are they now doing? Well, some noise outside for sure. I wonder if they're actually cutting the grass when it's raining. We'll see. Probably not. Um, So I'll go back here and fix this to conservative, conservative, conservative. There we go. Okay, so now it should heat down at least. And of course we can also turn on the fan here. Although it doesn't do maximum, which is weird that they wouldn't. I know it can do furthermore. If you put the projector on, it will go wild. At least twice the speed, I think. Yeah, okay. But anyway, in regards to charging, the DC-DC for the tank phone is the way to go. If you don't want a 230-volt thing and all that. I still need to get Twerp installed and all that. I'm still kind of, and after Twerp is installed, I need to install BusybBox. I'm not sure which one is the best. Um, this one says it's the newest one, but not entirely sure. Doesn't seem to be any ads, anything of that kind. So, but I can't install it because there's still some problems in regards to the Twerp, or I need to fix my own bootloader or whatever it's called. I can't even remember how to get into it anymore. I'll need to. Where's my data actually on that? Well, I guess it's still in the text. Oh well. Well, take care. I'll turn this off and get those files over and unpack them on the mobile and see if I can get them to work. Probably they probably won't work, but I'll just delete them then. It's part of the testing. But yeah, it is doing pretty good in regards of that's at least possibilities to. How do I actually get back? I guess I can't get back. Oh, there we go. There's some possibilities, at least in regards of emulation. Sadly, I have a Mali thing on this one, so that seems to be not so supported as the others. So that's a kind of a big issue. If you like the CPU, no graphics, Mali G610 MC6. I think it means that it has on six, you know, six of the CPUs. Mobile CPU six, I guess. Maybe that's what it stands for. I'm not sure, but it's not so well supported for emulation as some of the others. So of course that's something if one something to think about if one wanna emulate games and all that. It's not the best in regards to that. Maybe in a year or two or something like that, they probably will have further move forward in regards to drivers, graphic drivers, and all that. But at the moment, it kind of sucks. Anyway, take care, all of you. May Jehovah be with you, and Yeshua, most precious pearl, and the spirit of truth be in us all. Amen.